Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I figured I would hop on here today as I was feeling inspired to talk a little bit about the pre-loved market. As you can see, I've showcased most of my collection here, and I can tell you every single one of these items in front of you were all purchased from the pre-loved market. The two websites that I exclusively use to shop pre-loved are REBAG and FashionPhile. I will link them both for you down below in the description box, but let's go ahead and get right into it. These are my tips for shopping pre-loved. With the recent price increases we've seen from fashion houses such as Chanel, Louis Vuitton, Saint Laurent, Gucci, that's just to name a few, there have been so many price increases for the brand new boutique market, and therefore I'm recommending purchasing pre-loved. As I mentioned, all of these items that you see here were all purchased pre-loved, and I'll go ahead and name them just so if you're not familiar with them, you'll know which bags they are. Let's go ahead and start from the very bottom here. This is the Louis Vuitton Nano Speedy. This one was hard to find. I had scoured the Louis Vuitton website for several years looking for this piece, and I was able to find it pre-loved for just about retail price. I believe this item may have gone up in price since then, so I was very lucky and thankful to score this. And as you can see, it is pretty much in brand new condition. There were no issues or concerns, no scuffs, no issues with the patina. It was pretty much brand new when I purchased this. That piece right there is the Gucci Broadway clutch. This is the one with the tiger clasp, and this one was also in pretty much brand new condition. Absolutely beautiful. I love this clutch and wear it frequently. That dent, by the way, was my fault. It did not come like that. It was actually in much better condition when I purchased it. Then we have the Gucci Dionysus Super Mini in the velvet. This one was another one that was pretty much in brand new condition. There were a couple of minor scuffs here on the velvet, but nothing to cause any major concern. This is another clutch that is a favorite of mine. I get so many compliments when I wear this one. The beautiful thing about this one is that it does come with a very generous chain strap, and you're able to wear this crossbody, which is super cute. By the way, when you purchase from REBAG, they do, in many cases, include the original tags of the item if they have it available, and you get a nice little REBAG envelope with it. This is the REBAG tag, and this is the original purchase tag showing the original purchase price. And I like to store the original tags and tickets that my items come with in the original bag. I like to store all the original tickets with the bag so that everything remains the same and intact. So if I need to resell anything, I have everything together and organized. Then we have the Stella McCartney Falabella. This is the wallet on chain version, I guess you would call it. I'm not sure of the original name, but you can wear this crossbody or as a clutch. This was also in perfect condition. Sadly enough, I don't wear it as often as I should, but I do love it. I did wear it this past weekend, and I'll try to include some mod shots at the end of this video. Stay tuned for that. My favorite of this bag is the chain strap detailing. It's got a nice, heavy, beautiful chain, kind of like a, gosh, it's not really silver. It's like a pewter gray, pewter silver. It's gorgeous. And I love the pink interior. Very soft, very easy to wear, and super light. And again, it's versatile in that you can wear it as a crossbody or as a clutch, which is super cute. Then I have the Bottega Veneta, I think it's the Intrecciato it's called, clutch. This is in the longer version. They do have a shorter kind of square version that's about this size. But I love this version. I think it's very sleek. It's understated. There's no flashy logos or boutique or designer names. It's very understated and chic. I love this. I've worn this for a few work events and dinners, and it's great. Now let's get into the big guys. There you can see I have my Chanel wallet on chain, which was added to my collection just last year. I will link the other videos where I talk about this in detail. I recently did a comparison of the wallet on chain versus the Chanel Mini Square. I will link that for you below, but if you head over to my channel and go through my list of videos, you'll see it there as well. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. That piece was purchased pre-loved from FashionPhile. I paid a little over retail, but at this point, with the recent Chanel prices and the increase, this is now well over what I paid for it. And this was listed in, I want to say excellent, if not new condition. So it was perfect. It was close to perfect. Back there, I have my Chanel 19. That was purchased about 2 or 3 years ago, also in wonderful condition. The price on that bag has since gone up. I did purchase that one for about retail price, but it was a little bit hard to find at the time from the boutique, so I was glad I could add that to my collection. So here you can see the Chanel 19, and I've done a video on this bag as well. Let me know if you guys would like to see a comparison video of the Chanel 19 versus the medium classic flap. This is in the goatskin leather, and I do have the medium classic flap in caviar. Now this is the Chanel Classic Flap medium size in the caviar leather with silver hardware. This was also purchased pre-loved from Fashionphile, well below retail. I want to say I saved a couple $1,000s on this, and I'm so happy I did. At the time that I purchased this bag, it was retailing in boutiques for $8,800. Since the Chanel increase, this bag now retails for $10,200. So go figure. I was really, really happy and glad I could snag this and add it to my collection when I did. Last but certainly not least, I have the Lady Dior medium in the original lambskin leather. This is the original version that Princess Diana herself was said to wear and popularize this bag. I'm going to zoom out just a bit so you can see it. Okay, and there you'll see Charlie in the background. So this is again, the Lady Dior lambskin leather, gold hardware. Does come with the crossbody strap. This was pretty much in brand new condition. As you can see here, it's still pretty much new. I very rarely wear this bag, but I will not part with it. I absolutely love it. I think when I ordered it and received it, there might have been some minor scratches on the hardware, but again, I think that's nearly impossible to avoid. I think there's certainly been some scratches added to it since I purchased it and have worn it. But beautiful bag, very happy to have it, and so glad I was able to get it pre-loved for well below retail price. And I think after Meghan Markle was seen wearing a variation of this bag, I want to say it was the canvas version, this bag has since skyrocketed in popularity, and the retail price on this specific version of the bag has increased significantly compared to what I paid for it. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the pros and cons and my recommendations for shopping pre-loved. As I mentioned, the two websites I personally have shopped from are REBAG and Fashionphile. Although there are many other reputable websites out there, I always recommend doing your research, ensuring that they have a generous return policy. The last thing you want is to purchase a bag, pre-loved or not, regardless of the price you've paid, and find that you don't absolutely love it, but are stuck with it. You want to be able to return the bag if you don't absolutely love it, or worst case scenario, if there is a faulty piece or there's something negative about the bag, or maybe the bag is damaged, or there was something that was not described accurately in the bag's condition, and you find that the condition is not to your liking, it's always great to have a generous return policy. That said, I want to say Fashionphile's return policy is about 30 days. I don't remember off the top of my head what REBAG's is, but I will try to link that for you in the captions as well. Always do your research on the bag. Find out what the current retail price is in the boutiques, and find out if there are any sales or websites that are offering promotions where you could potentially find the same item at retail price but slightly lower or discounted due to a promo code or some kind of sale that's going on. If and when you've found the lowest retail price possible, assuming all discounts are applied and promo codes are included, then you can start to scour the pre-loved website. So first you want to make sure you know what the current street value is on the bag, and then you want to check the resale market or the pre-loved market. I always start with REBAG and Fashionphile. I have both apps downloaded on my phone, and I can tell you I check both websites multiple times a week just to kind of pop in and see what the prices are on bags I might be considering or loving or eyeing. Plus, they're also constantly including new inventory. If a bag you're looking for is not on the website today, it is very possible that that will be added either later that week, if not the following week. Once you do find a bag that you like on one of those pre-loved websites, I always mark it as a favorite. In some cases, cases, I'll even add it to my cart. And I'll hold on. I will wait to see if that website has a promo or some sort of sale coming up. I mentioned in one of my previous videos, REBAG often does this. I think they recently had a promotion that they were advertising for 10% off of their prices on their website by using code ICONS. So if you keep an eye out, oftentimes Fashionphile and REBAG will have those promotions come up. So in the meantime, add that bag to your cart or save it to your favorites by hitting the little like button or heart-shaped icon that's next to the bag. So you save it and you can just kind of hold off and see if that bag goes on sale. Aside from promotions like adding promo codes and things like that, oftentimes they'll decrease the price on the bags automatically. So once they list a bag, if that bag doesn't sell within a couple weeks, they automatically start to decrease the bag in percentiles. So sometimes they'll start with 5% off, oftentimes they'll jump to 10% off. I've even seen bags go up to 20% off, if not more. Sometimes though, the deeper the discount, they might institute a no return policy. So again, I'm very big on having a return policy. Maybe it's my fear of commitment, but I like to have the option of, if I don't absolutely love the bag once I have it in my possession, I can still go ahead and return it if it's not to my liking. So again, if you're looking for that deep discount, there are some pros and cons to it, but oftentimes Fashionphile and REBAG will discount their bags just for the sake of having it on their website for some time. Once you find a bag that you love and you're considering purchasing the bag, always look at the pictures closely. Both of those websites do offer an option to zoom in, zoom out. You can look at different angles of the bag. They should be posting both sides of the bag, underneath the bag, the top, and the interior. If you're not able to see the bag in its entirety, you can always reach out to them and they will send you additional photos. So full disclosure, when I purchased my Chanel Classic Flap, again, I purchased this from Fashionphile. I was not satisfied with the pictures that they had listed on the website. And in fact, one of the pictures showed the chain detailing as sort of missing a link. And so I went ahead and I reached out to Fashionphile and I asked if they would be willing to send me additional photos, and they did. They sent me really detailed, in-depth photos from every single angle you could imagine. It was very well lit, very detailed. I could see the pictures up close. And it almost felt as if I had the bag in my possession. So they did a really great job of sending me additional photos, additional details, and the store associate went so far as to confirm any questions I had about the bag. I asked specifically about the chain detail and whether there was an issue with the link, and she was able to send up close pictures of the entire chain strap and confirm that there were no issues or damage to the chain strap. So that was great. I was really satisfied with that. As a result, I was able to snag this at a really discounted price because the pictures that were posted on the website really didn't do it justice. And it wasn't until I received the additional photos from the sales associate who helped me that I knew this bag was in perfect condition. Another piece of advice is if you are going to be purchasing Chanel in particular on the Preloved market, oftentimes you can get a deeper discount if you decide to forego the authenticity card. So in some cases, as you're reading the description of the bag, some of them will list that it does not have either a chain strap or it doesn't have, in cases where it's Louis Vuitton, it won't have the lock or the key set is missing. Some cases with Chanel in particular, they won't have the authenticity card, but you can always trust that they are authenticating these bags. And if you have any reservations or concerns, you can have it authenticated by a third-party authenticator. I went through that process with my Chanel Classic Flap by having it authenticated with Zico authentication. She specializes in Chanel bags. I think I paid $50 and she was able to do everything online by sending her up close personal pictures. And she, via our process, was able to authenticate that bag and confirmed it was 100% authentic. So by not having the authenticity card on this Chanel, I saved thousands of dollars and I have no doubt that it is authentic. Another piece of advice, aside from looking at the pictures in great detail, is to make sure you read the description very closely. Go through the description in detail, and if something isn't listed or you're not sure about something, again, reach out to the company. They will answer those questions for you. you. If for whatever reason they are unwilling to answer the question, or you find that the customer service isn't to your liking, I would not purchase from them. That's just my personal opinion. I am a big believer in great customer service. You're spending thousands of dollars on these bags. If the customer service is not to your liking, or they're not treating you with courtesy, kindness, and respect, then I simply take my money elsewhere. So aside from looking at the pictures and detail, make sure that you reach out if you have questions. So those are my tips for shopping pre-loved. If you have any questions or anything to add, please be sure to comment in the description box below in the comments section. I'd love to hear from you. And if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe and follow for more. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.